Okay, so for this one, we're going to talk about how to put this onto a calculator. Okay, so this is a data set that I have from the worksheet. And so we're going to talk about how to put this in on our calculator. So again, I'm going to pull up my calculator viewer here. And so what we have, okay, is we're going to go through those same steps that we did for correlation coefficients. So kind of refresh on those. We're going to hit Stat and Enter. Okay, now I happen to have some data in here that I need to clear out. So I'm going to arrow up until I have the list highlighted. And then I'm going to press Clear and Enter, and that'll clear my list. And then I'll arrow over and go up until I have the other list highlighted, and I'll press Clear and Enter. So now I'm going to put my X values, which were 1, 6, 5, 2, and 3. I'm going to put those in my L1. And then I'm going to put my Y values, again, those connected associated Y values. So with when X was 1, I had Y was 1. When X was 6, Y was 3. When X was 5, Y was 6. When X was 2, Y was 5. And when X was 3, Y was 4. Okay, so we've got our X's and our Y's. And again, if we've already got our diagnostic turned on, which it should be, because again, it's like a light switch. So then all we have to do is press Stat. We're going to go over one to Calc, and we're picking option 4 here. Okay, so we're going to pick Lin Reg, and we're going to press Enter enough times until I get my equation. Now, notice again that this says Y equals AX plus B. Okay, and then it gives me an A and a B value. So I'm going to be plugging in the A where the A is, and then I'll leave the X, and then I'm going to put the B in where the B shows. Okay, so we should have an equation that looks something kind of like this. So I had Y equals AX plus B. Now, we already utilized Y hat to say that this is the regression line, okay, so that is the predictor one. So A, when I rounded it to 4 decimal places, was 0.3721. So I put that with X. And again, this is my slope. Okay. And then my Y intercept, my B value, was 2.5349 when it was rounded. Now, this, our book called B naught. This, our book called B1. Okay. So these were things that our book had. So this is how you find a calculator or find it with a calculator from a data set. Now, there was another example in the worksheet where they provided us with some values, okay? And I do want to talk about if you are presented with a problem like this, that you could find it. So they indicated that X bar was 8.8, SX was 2, Y bar was 42,000, SY was 14, and they told us that our R was 0.80, okay? And they wanted us to find the regression line from this. So this is more of a following the rules that they gave us. So B1, which is our slope, was R SY over SX. So just plugging in values that we have, that's 0.80 times 14 over 2. This is 0.80 times 7, which is 5 points. That again is our slope. So when we get ready to write our line, we'll use that as our slope. So that'll be 5.6. B naught was Y bar minus B1, which is the value we just found, X bar. So this was 42,000 minus 5.6 times 8.8, which was 42,000 minus 49.28, which which was 41,950.72. So if we were going to write the equation, y hat equals b1x plus b naught, I would have 5.6 x plus 41,950.72. Now, the majority of the time, it's going to be more like the first one where you are given the data set and then you're calculating this and letting the calculator do it for you. However, if they were to give you a set of information, these are the formulas that you would find. They were presented in the PowerPoint. These are the way that you could calculate this if you were just given raw data.